It's been lovely being here with you, dear. It is with regret I have to go. I'll be thinking of you, don't you fear, dear. With a happy heart that loves you so. Pleasant dreams to you, dear. May they all come true, dear. In your slumber rhapsody, I hope there'll be a place for me. Kiss me sweet, and then, dear, till we meet again, dear. Dream a dream that's meant for two. Good night and pleasant dreams to you.
This holiday season, it's the new Nintendo 64. So what big deal, and why is Toys R Us already sold out? We have the answers.
Hi, you guys busy?
Considering how popular Mario is,
See these three guys right here? Who are they? Okay, if you don't know who that one is or that one is, how about that one? Do you know who that one is?
Super Mario.
it comes as no surprise that Nintendo's new video game featuring Mario is in major demand. It's the new leader of the video game pack, featuring 64-bit technology that produces amazing 3D animation, including zoom-in technology that might make you dizzy. Want a different angle? Just press a button. This Santa Monica Toys R Us store sold out in 15 minutes, but the store model is attracting Nintendo fans like crazy.
I ride the bus from school and I stop and then I walk in and I play.
I bought the 64 system for a son for his 35th birthday.
So how different is it from the old Mario games? Well, take a look. There's really no comparison. They've even made the music, well, honestly, less annoying. But just how easy is it to play Nintendo 64? After all, the controller looks like it could be used on some kind of military jet. Well, we took the system to a Nintendo expert, my son. It was his first time. I knew immediately I'd lost him. I tried to reach him.
Hello? Hello? Do you want me to show you?
But it was impossible.
Go over to the left, see if he's over on the left. Want me to try it?
Nope.
The price tag, it's $199 for the unit and $60 for each game. And so far, only 2 games are available, but more titles are planned to be released in the months ahead.
Because it's really great.
I'm gonna bug my mom to get it.
Parents, you've been warned. Nintendo 64 is very likely to produce this year's biggest holiday headache.
They're sold out already.
I know, but somehow I'll get it. Somehow. I don't know how, but I'll get it.
There you go. Nintendo's got a hit on their hand, it looks
You got about 5 words out of Gage there.
I know, he was so intense.
And now you have to be purchasing this for
He
him.
really wants it now.
Yes, and you really
I told
have
him
to
they
find
don't
it.
have any. I said, see, the story says they're sold out.
He's like, well, what about this one, though,
Yeah.
Mom? I'm enjoying this.
Your mom, you can do anything.
That's right.
Don't you know the people who own the company, rather?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's the girls fixing Dad up.
With a love connection.
Full house. Then Eddie gets straight A's.
Can't believe it.
You can't believe it.
Family Matters. Then Balky tackles the business side of pro football.
Mythos will have the Raiders. The Raiderettes, the silver and black. You mean Bo knows sheep herding?
Perfect Strangers, followed by Just the 10 of Us. It's another great TGIF with Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, and just the 10 of us.
Friday.
Imagine a store this big with the shopping convenience you want. Imagine shopping for the lowest prices all over town and only making one stop. Imagine a store where you can browse aisle after aisle and never take a single step. Introducing Kmart Solutions. Kmart Solutions is an exciting new way to shop for a broader range of name brand products and services, and you'll never have to leave our store. You know our Kmart stores are big, but even they can only hold so much. With Kmart Solutions, we created a virtual store within a store to give you, our customer, greater one-stop shopping convenience. And our prices are so low, you won't have to shop anywhere else. As you browse the aisles, you'll notice these signs throughout the store. They're our way of telling you there are more products available like these with Kmart Solutions.
You mean you have more televisions than the ones I see here?
We sure do, at our Kmart Solutions Center.
Really, I'd like to see. Would you show me?
Absolutely. Follow me. At the Kmart Solutions Order Center, a trained associate, such as myself, will help you browse through our huge selection of products and services. Let's look at the TVs.
Wow, that's quite a selection. You've got 54, 60, and 64-inch televisions.
And you can order it right here at the same low prices that you've come to expect from Kmart. And we'll ship it directly to your home or anywhere across the country that you'd want it to go. And we'll even set up selected models right in your house.
I guess you're right. I don't have to shop all around town to find the products I'm looking for.
Not with Kmart Solutions.
Okay, what about swing sets? My kids saw one they really liked, but I know it's too big to set up in the store.
All right, let's take a look. With Kmart Solutions, you have a wider selection of products than ever before, all under one roof.
This is great. There it is. And you can ship this too?
Of course.
Oh, this is terrific. You know, it's always such a hassle to get those really big purchases home.
This is the easiest, most hassle-free shopping that you can imagine. And your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. In fact, if you're not completely satisfied, you can return anything you order to any Kmart store.
And we still get Kmart's quality and everyday low prices. Well, I like that. Okay, what about gifts? My mom's birthday is coming up next week.
Sure, you can pick out the gift and we'll send it across the street or across the country. How about some flowers?
Flowers? I can send her flowers right from here.
Just pick out the perfect bouquet and send it off.
Well, my mom really loves flowers. How do I order?
We'll just touch flowers and gifts, and then we select flowers.
Okay.
Now, did you have a price range in mind?
I'd like to stick right around $35.
We have some choices here. How does that one look?
Oh, this is beautiful, yeah. And it's nice to be able to actually see the bouquet I'm sending.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. Now, how would you like to pay for the flowers?
I guess credit card is fine.
You know, your credit card is as safe at Kmart Solutions as it is in the regular Kmart checkout aisle. Now, all we have to do is enter your mom's address and what you want the card to say, and we're all set.
Wow, this really is a whole new way to shop and save.
Kmart Solutions is fast, fun, and easy. And you can use it to find savings on all kinds of items. Toys, sporting goods, electronics, music, appliances, cameras, home furnishings, and much more. And Kmart Solutions offers you all of this along with time-saving, hassle-free shopping that you have to see to believe. Find what you want at the price you want without shopping all over town. Have your purchases conveniently shipped right to your house. You can even send the perfect gift to that special someone. Kmart Solutions really is the solution for you. For the biggest selection, great values, and time-saving features, it's a dynamic and convenient shopping experience that will change the way you shop. And you'll only find it at Kmart. Stop by the Kmart Solutions Order Center today and see for yourself. Sending flowers to someone is a very personal way to say, I'm thinking about you. Why let someone else guess which floral arrangement best expresses your feelings? At Kmart Solutions, we take the guesswork out of sending flowers. When you choose from our wide range of floral bouquets, you'll see exactly what you're sending Every arrangement and plant we offer has a large color picture showing you exactly what your arrangement will look like when it arrives. All floral bouquets are carefully arranged and delivered by professional florists across the United States. And your complete satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. So whether you're saying congratulations, thanks, or I love you, be sure the floral arrangement says it right for you. Selected from Kmart Solutions. And remember, all floral arrangements are at Kmart's low prices. Order flowers today. Let's keep the surprise look for the person receiving the flowers.
Master, will anyone be coming tonight?
But of course, my odoriferous friend, we have new guests every night.
Hey, I got him. Cool. I don't know about this. Come on. One little cigarette isn't gonna hurt you. No, I'm out of here, boneheads. Don't smoke. It'll drag you down.
You are watching Sleepcore, media for sleep.
Cap'n Crunch here at Blockbuster Video. No, I didn't get a new job. I'm here to tell you that in specially marked boxes of Cap'n Crunch cereal, you can win a free Blockbuster movie rental. The scratch-off card is inside. Many will enter 1,000 to win a free Blockbuster Video rental instantly.
I won!
Thousands of videos to choose from.
I'll get this, go that way, go this way.
Of course, winning's the easy part.
To enter without purchase, write Cap'n Crunch, Box 82011, St. Paul, Minnesota 55182.
Wow, it's Nickelodeon Super Toy Run.
Yeah, 5 minutes to grab everything at Toys R Us.
Okay, I got my running shoes on.
Get going.
Go left.
No, right.
Look, chess.
Go for the video game.
One of these would be nice.
20 would be better.
Look, telescopes. We'll need that to see all the stars.
Hey, seeing stars all right.
Man, that hurt.
Well, get going.
I got it.
Hey, Pink Guile, keep moving, keep moving.
But I gotta grab one for six.
No, don't take that. No.
Cool.
Hey, this could be you. For a chance to win, just send your name, address, age, and phone number to Super Toy Run Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 4901, Orlando, Florida 32802, or enter at any Toys R Us or Kids R Us. One grand prize winner gets a 5-minute toy run at Toys R Us. 50 first prize winners get a 20-inch Harley-Davidson replica bicycle from Roadmaster. Nickelodeon Super Toy Run is brought to you by Toys R Us, Roadmaster Corporation, and the place where only kids win, Nickelodeon.
Monster from the deep here.
What's your thing? Bugs. Everybody's gotta have a thing.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Nobody's good at everything. Everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
Show your body.
Because I'm proud to be a woman. I love being a woman. And the men treat me tremendously better as a dancer than they ever did before.
You say that you don't want to be seen as a bimbo, but then on the other hand, you call yourself chesty. You're, exotic dancers. It draws attention to you being a bimbo. That's how I see it anyway.
In other words, are you saying they're playing into...
It's just a promotion. It's just a promotion. That's all it is. It's just like any form of acting or actress. You just portray an image. It doesn't matter what it is.
And what you're saying, because we're dancers, we're a bimbo, that's the stereotype that goes along with it. And this gentleman here that mentioned how we started talking, and all of a sudden there's a personality and person behind the body.
But
you're saying that in one hand, but you're...
we would still be, portrayed as a bimbo, and it's...
Because it's hard to get past that first impression.
Really, definitely.
People form their impression of you at the very first, by what they see, their first impression.
Yes, I have a comment to make. I just think that it's disgusting the way most women are treated and the way they're looked upon by men. Not just big-breasted women, but just women in general. They're looked upon as legs, as behinds. They're not looked upon as individuals at all.
That's only some men.
That's disgusting.
That's only some men. It's not all men.
Then I
agree. Really?
I just want to say, I think it's disgusting. I had huge breasts. I just had a breast reduction. It's the greatest thing I ever did. Physically, I feel a zillion times better. I'm not objectified. I'm not two breasts no longer. It's like now people see me, they don't see this, and it's like, I feel emancipated. I sit here and listen to you, and you are all breasts. That's all we're looking at.
Breasts are not ugly.
Right. Whose fault?
Breasts are beautiful. What is wrong with
doesn't
breasts?
hurt your back. I mean, it's not like you don't.
We try very hard to
too bad. You don't hate how people focus in on that, and that's
it doesn't happen too often because I don't
believe you.
I don't always dress like this.
I don't believe you. It's like
I don't.
People do focus on the breast in my case, and that's why I'm in the profession I'm in. That's why I left a white-collar job, 8 to 5.
But why go through all that? It's a deformity.
I love
You're
it.
huge.
We love it. I love it.
So how do you call yourself feminist when it's like, to me, it's equated with like a sexual object? I had huge breasts. I could have used it also.
Very true. That's your opinion, and I respect you for that, and that there are a lot of women who can handle this. Those that can go into this profession.
Sexual objects, that's all I'm saying. You've chosen that.
Wait a minute.
I've chosen a profession that's a true business. And again, the industry has a bad name. A sexual object is what you're calling it. People don't realize what goes on behind the scenes.
What goes on? You're like promoting breasts.
You are a legal business with a business contract. You have an agency.
Yeah.
It's my job.
You need somebody to make sense of this. Hold on.
Well, I'd like to say that in this country, it's seen as you're a bimbo because you're an exotic dancer. Look at all the other countries like Canada. You go to Canada, and it's a form of art.
France, everywhere. I mean,
a lot of other places in the world.
Is
because
no
we're
big
talking
deal,
about women's bodies here. You go to a movie,
wrong with dancing nude? You know, if a lot of people pose nude.
If I can add something to that, she mentioned Canada, and I think eventually it will come in the States. It's not perceived the same way in Canada. A lot of couples come into the clubs, and to me, it's a...
See, I don't quite want to get on whether we should defend topless dancing or go-go dancing as an art form or not, which I'm perfectly willing to discuss. Let's look at the issue that you brought up. Does society just see a set of breasts?
Yes, definitely.
If society does, should the person change to adjust to society, or is society at fault? More when we return.
You are watching Sleepcore, media for sleep.
Presenting VCR 2, the world's first dual-deck VCR. With the patented dual-deck system. Now, duplicating tapes is as easy as one touch of a button. Exclusive HQ copy creates exceptional duplications, generation after generation after generation. You can edit commercials out of your videotapes with a few simple steps. A full-function remote control puts the VCR 2 features at your fingertips. On-screen programming makes it simple to change VCR 2 settings. The VCR 2 from Go Video. Other VCRs can imitate, but never duplicate. Ask for a demonstration.
Okay, you're excited. You went ahead and got it, and now you're the proud owner of the new VCR2. If you're watching this tape, you've successfully hooked up your VCR2 to your TV set, and the automatic play feature is operating. Nice going. You're off to a great start. And that was easy, right? You're going to find everything about operating your VCR2 easy as pie with the help of this unique video manual and your simple-to-follow owner's guide. But before we go any further, you get a big pat on the back for purchasing the first and only dual-deck consumer VCR on Earth, and the only VCR that comes with a 5-year parts and labor buyer protection plan. So again, congratulations. You've made a very smart purchase. Your VCR2 does things no other VCR has ever been able to do. And in the next half hour or so, this video manual will help you become a VCR2 expert. Now, let me tell you how to find your way around your video manual. The table of contents at the beginning corresponds to the numbers you'll see in the upper right-hand corner of your TV screen. When you want to find a specific section of the tape you're playing, press fast forward or rewind. This is called picture scan, and it lets you watch a tape at high speed. You can read more about this feature on page 12 of your owner's guide. When you see the numbers you're looking for, press play. You can also look for the bright red screens that appear at the beginning of each section. You've probably already figured out that the remote control up there in the corner is showing you which buttons to push. And I'll also push the buttons on the front panel of the VCR2 so you can use either one. While you're watching this tape, don't actually push the buttons, or things will appear on your screen that may confuse you. But by all means, if you want to try something, stop the tape and do it. Okay, first things first, we're going to set the clock. Right off, you'll notice an obvious difference between your VCR2 and other VCRs. No blinking 12 o'clock. That blinking drives me crazy. It's sort of like a dripping faucet. Once you've set your clock, it'll stay set unless your power goes off, like during an electrical storm, for example. In fact, it's a good idea to unplug your VCR2 and other electronics during an electrical storm to protect them from lightning surge. To set your clock, use your remote control. Your remote control makes it really simple to change settings on your VCR2 because it has these numeric buttons. I'll show you what I mean. First, you press the menu button, which is on the left side of your remote control. Remember, don't do this right now. If you look at your TV, you'll see the main menu. All the on-screen programming menus are listed here on the main menu. What is on-screen programming? Well, I'll tell you, it's a great feature of your VCR2 that makes it easy to view and change VCR2 settings right on your TV screen. It's pretty easy to find your way around, especially if you use those numeric buttons. See the line that says Set Date and Time? That's the one I want, so I'll press 3. Now you'll see the calendar. That top line, Set Month, tells me what to do next. I punch in the month, 01 for January, 02 for February, 03 for March, and so on. Or I can use the up and down buttons to change the month like this. The month I pick shows up on the second line, and it's blinking so I can find it easily. When I've got it right, I press the Next button over there on the left side of the remote control. Now I set the year. I go on through the day, the hour, the minute, and AM, PM. I can't use numbers for AM, PM, so I press the down button to change that setting. When I've got everything right, I press Save to store my settings and return to the main menu. I press Save again to make the main menu disappear. Now that was pretty simple, wasn't it? If you want to look over those instructions, check page 25 of your owner's guide. And if you want to try setting the clock, stop this tape and try it. Or you can rewind the tape and watch it again if you'd like. The time and day of the week now appear on the front panel of your VCR2. You can also see the time and date on the on-screen display. So let me show that to you. Another great feature of your VCR2 is the on-screen display, which shows up on your TV screen just about every time you push a button. It stays there for about 6 seconds and tells you what's going on with your VCR2. The upper left tells you what deck 1 is doing, and the upper right tells you what deck 2 is doing. The middle section tells you what you're watching, and down at the bottom are the date and time. If you change the recording source, which I'll tell you about later, the date and time disappear, and you'll see these blocks in the bottom corners that tell you what deck 1 and deck 2 are ready to record. Page 28 of your owner's guide will tell you more about on-screen display. Now let me show you some of the amazing things you can do with your dual deck system. Of course, the dual deck system has all the features you'd expect, like playing a tape or recording a TV program. You can read instructions for those features in the owner's guide. I'm going to show you the things that only you and your VCR2 can do, and we're going to start with duplicating a tape. Duplicating a tape is one of the simplest things you can do on your VCR2. Now watch this. I put my pre-recorded tape, like this video I shot on my ski trip, into deck 1. I put my blank tape into deck 2. I press the copy tape button. Now I can run out to the kitchen and make myself a sandwich, or I can watch anything I want on TV, and I end up with an exceptional quality duplication, and all I had to do was press one button. Copy tape. Now that's one great button. It's really that simple, and you can learn more tips to make your duplications even better, like recording onto high-quality tapes, by reading page 13 of your owner's guide. If you have a blank tape handy, try duplicating a few minutes of this video manual. You can rewind this tape and watch the steps again if you need to. Now, I want to remove that embarrassing scene that's coming up. I fell down. No problem. I'm already duplicating my tape with the copy tape button. When that scene starts, I just press the pause button on deck 2. Deck 1 keeps playing, but deck 2 stops recording. When I'm back on my skis, I press the deck 2 record button again, and the duplication continues. That's how easy it is to edit out scenes on your VCR2.
Phenomenon.
There was only one dramatically incomplete voyage, but 85 years after she went down, Titanic endures.
Big boat, huh? Daddy, it's a ship.
A ship no woman apparently can get enough of. At the movies.
Iceberg, right ahead!
On Broadway. In books and soundtracks. Even artifacts from the ship are drawing record crowds in Florida. The disaster of the century still is, almost a century later.
It's one of the biggest tragedies of the century. Some might say one of the biggest news stories of the century.
The real RMS Titanic was the wonder of an age, a technological marvel, supposedly unsinkable. But she lived only 5 days. The biggest liner of its day has inspired the most expensive movie of all time. A $200 million epic that Hollywood naysayers predicted would be a bigger disaster than Titanic's original voyage.
Women and children only!
A bad bet. Despite the fact that the movie lasts a half hour longer than the actual sinking, Titanic is doing big business. And a flood of deadly reviews couldn't stop the Broadway musical. It spurred album sales and a run on bookstores for something, anything Titanic.
Can't keep the books on the shelf. As soon as we put them on, they're gone.
So how does a ship hold the popular imagination 85 years after it sank? Well, like most legends, RMS Titanic was epic in its proportions, the biggest liner of its time. Add a roster of the era's rich and famous, a sudden disaster at sea, and you've got the formula for a century of fascination.
It's just a very interesting and intriguing story.
Partly the tragic deaths of 1,500 people in the darkness, partly the death of a ship. But it may also be a subtle lesson everyone can understand.
It brings a sense of I guess, realization that life is too short and you just have to make the best of it.
The lesson of a great ship that couldn't sink. For today, Pat Dawson, NBC News, New York.
Hey, baby.
Let's take we have a phone call
I designed
right now.
it myself.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, this is Audrey.
Audrey, where are you calling from?
From Indianapolis.
From Minneapolis. What's your question?
My question is for everyone on the panel.
Yeah.
First, I just want to say hi to everybody.
They said what's up. Go ahead, Audrey.
My question is, do you sometimes feel that you can't always say what you want to say, that you have to be censored?
Is that a problem for anybody? Cannabis, what do you think about that?
You can't express yourself to your fullest, because we're all really interested in what you guys have to say, and we want you to be as true as possible.
And Cannabis, that's a part of making a record, because when you go into the studio, I mean, you can write your lyrics, you can say what you want to say, you may have to put a sticker on the CD, but ultimately your fans are going to hear what's really, really in your mind, which is a little bit different than making a movie. Talk about that.
I mean, you got to say what you feel. You got to say what's on your mind, and that's kind of like the gift that we got as artists, and the blessing that we got to get record deals and to get signed and to have a company back you up with all this money to put you on the shelf, you know, in all the major stores across the country, you know, so you got to say what you feel. You know, you got to just, I mean, F the censorship. You just got to say what you feel.
That's good, and that's probably the importance of having people around you that can support that. We have another call. Hello?
Yes?
Hold on, man. I got to say something
hold on.
about
Go,
that.
Jesus.
Since y'all was talking about saying what fear, take all this out my mouth for a second.
That just pops right out?
Yeah, it pops right out. Let me let y'all know how I feel. To me, it's like everybody's scared of the government, you know what I'm saying? Because they killed Tupac and they killed Biggie Smalls. I don't care what y'all say. That's my seeing. Who cares? I'm just letting y'all know, y'all could be afraid of the government all y'all want to. Y'all been afraid of the government for 29 years. Y'all ain't telling me I was Jesus, so it's okay. I love you. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know all that afraid of the government stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's dead in my life, man, because I got special things to put on people. You know what I'm saying? You know, but don't get me wrong, I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be real, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Don't play no games. This ain't no games no more. All right? If you're gonna be real, keep it real. When you see my next album, God Made Dirt, and Dirt Don't Hurt Baby Jesus, then you're gonna see what's really real and what's gonna happen.
All right. On that note, we're gonna take just a short break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Sleepcore, media for sleep.
You know Cartoon Network's on TV. Hello! You're watching it right now.
Hi! How you doing?
But did you also know you can find us on your computer? If you've got America Online, there's a whole new way to stay tuned into Cartoon Network. And there's all kinds of stuff to check out, like what's up with your favorite semi-transparent talk show host.
Baltar, get me that pizza boy.
And our brand new world premiere tunes are all here too, so you can find out more about Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, Fish and Chip, and about the animators who created them.
Yeah, whatever.
Plus, there's tons of animation and artwork you can download and keep. And there's no better place for cartoon lovers to get together. You can leave a message on the Toon Talk bulletin boards or come chat with us in the Toon studio. Share Toon trivia, make a special Toon request, or even tell us about yourself. Who knows? Maybe you could be the next Kevin Wallenweber, and we'll let you host your own day on Cartoon Network. And Cartoon Network Online's the only place to find our complete program schedule with everything you want to know about what's on, when, and what's coming up. And we update everything regularly, so new stuff is coming on all the time. We're easy to find. Just click in under Entertainment or Kids Only on the AOL main menu. Or use the keyword Cartoon Network and you're in. So when you're not watching us on TV, get tuned into Cartoon Network Online. We'll be here waiting for you.
Sunday.
There's something out there. I saw it.
Agents Mulder and Scully discover a new breed of terror. An all-new X-Files, Sunday at 9, 8 Central.
Hey, little buddy, want a ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon?
On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
These days, everyone's trying to catch Nintendo's Pokemon. So catch a Pokemon beanbag for only $4.99 with any KFC meal. Catch all four. Better hurry up. I'm starting my own collection.
Bring all your skill.
Be forewarned if you haven't been already, the hottest thing in the 12 and under set is coming soon to a theater near you. Pokemon the movie joins Pokemon the video game and Pokemon the trading card as must-sees and must-haves. To start us off tonight, NBC News correspondent Colleen Dominguez on the craze that has now hit Hollywood.
More than a game.
Anybody know how to play this, how to get to the next level?
Or a top-rated TV show, Pokemon is an undeniable obsession with children across the country. The upcoming Pokemon the First movie recently caused such a frenzy that the switchboard at Warner Brothers was flooded with 70,000 calls a minute from people desperate for tickets. The animated Japanese import created by Nintendo also holds the top 5 video game slots. So what exactly is a Pokemon? Cute, cuddly characters who become supercharged so they can fight their enemies. But some experts say the entire Pokemon phenomenon is the enemy.
In my opinion, parents should not let their kids watch Pokemon, play Pokemon, buy Pokemon cards, have anything whatsoever to do with Pokemon, because the message is violence.
But many parents disagree.
It's really, I think, an okay thing for the kids because they learn to save their allowance, to budget for it, and they learn to trade and be kind of reasonable with their friends.
When it comes to the biggest Pokemon craze, it has to be the trading cards. This 747 arrived today from Tokyo, packed with the latest collectible cards. Many school officials think the craze has gone too far.
They're not allowed at our school because it's such a craze and people like them so much they tend to steal.
School officials are finding that Pokemon cards are responsible for fistfights, and the constant trading is not only distracting kids from classwork, but turning the playground into a black market where they buy and sell rare cards. Just how long will this fad last? Retailers hope well into the holiday shopping season. Colleen Dominguez, NBC News, Los Angeles.
If you have or know a young child, then you may know that bonding moments with children these days come only when they look up from their Pokemon cards or other products. As we've established, it's the thing with the younger age set. Here to walk us through what adults should know, the self-proclaimed guru Ira Gallen. He's the owner of Video Resources in New York. Ira, to you and Pikachu, a hearty good evening.
And this is going to be one of the hottest selling toys for the holidays. This is a talking Pikachu from Hasbro Toys, not even in the stores yet. It's going to be in next month. But that psychiatrist who had that quote last, that how bad Pokemon is, I guarantee you these people haven't seen any of the cartoons at all. They have no concept at all.
Well, let's get into this because as I understand it from my own child, I think, well, for the record, one of my children.
How old are
they? My son who's into it is 8, and he's walked me through it, and it's all about battles, is it not?
Not really. In fact, I got to tell you, I get this episode today, Pokemon Friends, and it's about abused Pokemon that aren't treated well by their trainers. Because in the Pokemon world, in the age of 10, you get to be able to go to Pokemon school and be given a beginner Pokemon to go out with and capture other Pokemon.
Now,
but some kids are, wait, I gotta tell you, but some kids are bad and treat their Pokemon bad and they're abused. This is a great episode about abused characters that have to go to a special resort to get better and meet better kids to grow with.
Now, the next question concerns how long this is going to be around. As you know, you can now buy a Furby in the dairy case at your local supermarket.
And I got to tell you, Furby is still selling well. They're expecting good sales with Furby. But in fact, Tiger Toys, who put out all the Furbies, have all the electronic toys for...
But is Pikachu going to become the Furby of 1999?
Pretty much. There's certain pieces of toys. There's also another toy. If you want to be a Pokemon master and your kids are going to want it, you have to have a Pokedex. And this is by Tiger Toys, and you can, this is like a Rolodex for every character you want to learn. Press any buttons on here, put in the code number of that Pokemon, you get to learn about it. Every one of these at Warner Brothers store and FAO Schwarz totally sold out.
Well, they're an absolute necessity, I imagine.
And then the other thing is in regards to trading with all these trading cards, Burger King is coming out with 57 toys, among them the ultimate Pokeball. I guarantee your son's going to want this. This is $1.99 at Burger King when you buy one of the value meals, and you get your special gold card. There's 6 of these. There are 150 additional Pokemon cards, and there's no way every kid is going to get all the toys at Burger King, so they're reinforcing the trading aspect of all these cards as well. So you're going to find kids trading a lot of these things.
Now, Ira, how do you answer the question? Is this just toy collectibles? Is it a movement? Is it a craze? Is it a state of being?
It's a craze for little kids to enjoy themselves with. Adults are not going to get into this a lot. What was interesting is, for the last year, I've been sent toys left and right. I own 50,000 of them. I wouldn't watch any of this stuff. I throw in a tape over the weekend, which I got to recommend people. I choose Pikachu. This will explain to everybody what the craze is about. In fact, Pioneer Electronics buys the rights to the DVD, the videos. They're now giving one away with all their DVD players with $50 off. They're selling through the roof because kids want the DVD versions. I think through the holidays, guaranteed, and I can probably guarantee you there's another year and a half to this craze. It hasn't even peaked yet.
All right. Well, as always, Ira Gallen, thank you. Thank your many little friends
extra toys aside
for coming on the air. Thank you. Please do. You know where to send them. When we come back, we will have a look at what's making headlines in tomorrow morning's newspapers across the country.
On this very special upcoming New Year's Eve, thousands of Americans will be spending the night at the last place they might have expected. ABC's Steve Osinsami explains.
When the ball drops in New York's Times Square this New Year's Eve, a record number of Americans will be hard at work. More than 800 companies have called in extra employees, more than 3 million in all. Even their bosses will be working the holiday.
It's important for the CEO, for the top HR executive, the top customer service executive to be there, to have a presence for the people that have been asked to come in and work on this special night.
Almost everyone is preparing for the worst. Potential Y2K computer crashes top the list. In Jersey City, 400 bankers will be ready to take calls from investors.
They know they got to be working, and they know that's the priority.
And in other cities across the country, tens of thousands of police officers on high alert.
On New Year's Eve, the general workload for patrol officers working during that shift will probably be pretty high with the radio calls, with the loud party responses and that sort of thing.
For some workers, the pain is not without gain. Domino's Pizza promised its 120,000 workers twice what they normally make if they come in and help out.
We're expecting to do, I would honestly tell you, over 1 million plus pizzas that night and 1 million plus pizzas that day.
This public relations firm is giving workers $2,000, a bottle of champagne, and a hotel voucher as an incentive.
My wife isn't so thrilled about giving up the weekend, but $2,000 is going to make Valentine's Day a lot more sweeter.
Small compensation for missing those millennial memories. Steve Osinsami, ABC News, Atlanta.